Welcome back to Book Central Inside the Pages, your one-stop destination for everything literary. I'm your host, Abbie, and today, we have a special treat for all you authors and aspiring narrators out there. We're diving deep into the world of audiobooks, and who better to guide us than best-selling author and professional book narrator Tony Hagman. Tony, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Abbie. It's great to be here.
Let's jump right in. Tony, audiobooks have become incredibly popular over the past few years. From your perspective, what do you think is driving this surge in popularity? Why are more and more people choosing to listen to books rather than just reading them?
That's a great question, Abbie. There are a few key factors driving the surge in audiobook popularity. Firstly, audiobooks offer a unique way for people to consume literature. They allow listeners to enjoy books while multitasking, whether commuting, exercising, or doing household chores. This flexibility is a huge advantage in our increasingly busy lives. Additionally, advancements in technology have made it easier to access audiobooks. With just a smartphone and a pair of headphones, you can carry an entire library with you. Lastly, the quality of audiobook production has improved significantly, making the listening experience more enjoyable and immersive.
Absolutely. Now, for our listeners who are authors and are thinking about creating an audiobook, where should they start? What are the initial steps an author should take before diving into the audiobook production process?
The first step is deciding whether you want to produce the audiobook yourself or hire a professional narrator. This decision will shape your entire approach. Self-production can be cost-effective but requires a significant investment of time and resources. You'll need to handle everything from recording to editing. On the other hand, hiring a professional narrator can ensure high-quality results and save you time, though it can be more expensive. Once you've made this decision, the next step is to prepare your manuscript for narration. This means ensuring it is thoroughly edited and formatted in a way that is easy to read aloud.
Let's delve deeper into self-production. What specific equipment and setup do authors need to create a high-quality audiobook at home? Are there any particular brands or tools you recommend?
For self-production, the right equipment and setup are crucial. You'll need a quiet recording space to avoid background noise. Many people underestimate how sensitive microphones can be. A good quality microphone is essential. Brands like Blue Yeti or Audio-Technica offer excellent options for beginners. You'll also need a pair of headphones to monitor your recording and ensure there are no issues. Audio editing software is another key component. Audacity is a popular free option, while Adobe Audition offers more advanced features if you're willing to invest. Additionally, consider a pop filter to minimize plosive sounds and an isolation shield to reduce echo and ambient noise.
Recording sounds like a meticulous process. Can you walk us through the best practices for recording an audiobook? How can authors ensure they capture clear and consistent audio?
Certainly. When you're recording, it's important to take your time and speak clearly. Start by warming up your voice to avoid strain and improve clarity. Maintain a consistent distance from the microphone to keep the audio level steady. It's helpful to mark your script with notes on intonation and emphasis. If you make a mistake, simply pause and start the sentence again. Editing can fix these issues later. Recording in smaller sessions can also prevent vocal fatigue and maintain energy. Lastly, always listen back to your recordings to catch any issues early.
Editing sounds like it could be a bit daunting for beginners. What are the key steps involved in editing an audiobook, and how can authors ensure a polished final product?
Editing is indeed a crucial step and can be quite detailed. Start by removing any mistakes or unnecessary pauses. Use your editing software to clean up the audio, eliminating background noise and adjusting levels for consistency. Normalize the audio to ensure consistent volume throughout the book. Pay attention to pacing. Sometimes, a slight pause can enhance the listener's experience. Mastering is the final step, where you fine-tune the audio to ensure it meets industry standards for quality and volume. This step can be quite technical, so some authors opt to hire a professional just for mastering.
That's a lot of detailed work. What about authors who decide to hire a professional narrator? What should they look for in a narrator, and how do they find the right match for their book?
Hiring a professional narrator can simplify the process significantly. The first step is finding the right narrator, which involves a few key considerations. Platforms like ACX, Voices.com, and Findaway Voices can help you find narrators. Listen to samples of their work to ensure their voice matches the tone and style of your book. Look for someone who can bring your characters to life and convey the right emotions. Once you've found a few potential narrators, ask for auditions. Provide them with a sample of your script, and see how they handle different parts of the text. This will give you a better idea of their range and suitability for your book.
Once they've found a suitable narrator, what are the next steps in terms of contracts and the recording process?
After selecting a narrator, it's important to have a clear contract in place. This contract should outline payment terms, deadlines, and rights. It's crucial to clarify who owns the rights to the final audio product and how profits will be shared. The narrator will then handle the recording process, but you should be available for feedback. They might send you samples of chapters to ensure the tone and pacing are to your liking. Communication is key during this stage to ensure the final product meets your expectations.
And what happens after the recording is done? How is the post-production handled, and what should authors expect during this phase?
Post-production is where the recorded audio is edited and mastered. Professional narrators often handle this step, ensuring high-quality results. However, confirm this beforehand. The audio will be edited to remove any mistakes or background noise, and mastered to ensure consistency in volume and quality across the entire book. Once post-production is complete, you'll receive the final files for distribution.
Speaking of distribution, once the audiobook is ready, what should authors do to get it out there? Are there specific platforms they should consider?
Distribution is key to reaching your audience. Platforms like Audible, iTunes, and Google Play are great places to start. ACX, for instance, allows you to distribute your audiobook across these major platforms with ease. You can also consider other platforms like Kobo, Chirp, and Scribd to expand your reach even further. It's important to ensure your audiobook is available wherever your potential listeners might be.
And what about marketing? How can authors ensure their audiobook reaches their audience and stands out in a crowded market?
Marketing is crucial for the success of your audiobook. Start by leveraging your existing platforms, your website, social media, and email newsletters. Tease snippets of the audiobook to generate interest, share behind-the-scenes content, and encourage reviews from listeners. Collaborate with book bloggers and influencers who can help spread the word. Consider running promotions and offering limited-time discounts to attract new listeners. Audiobook-specific review sites and podcasts can also be valuable platforms for promotion.
Tony, this has been incredibly insightful. Any final tips for authors embarking on their audiobook journey? What should they keep in mind to ensure their project is successful?
My final tip is to not rush the process. Take your time to ensure the best quality. Your audiobook is an extension of your book, and it deserves the same level of care and attention. Test your equipment and setup thoroughly before starting. Seek feedback throughout the process to make improvements. And most importantly, have fun with it. Bringing your book to life in a new medium can be a very rewarding experience. Stay patient, stay committed, and enjoy the journey.
Thank you so much for joining us today, Tony. Our latest blog post on creating audiobooks provides more tips and detailed steps for all our listeners. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time, happy reading and happy listening.